my darlings, I'm Sophie Darling and welcome back to the channel. Today we're reacting to episode 18 of Vinland Saga. We left off with Thorkill and Thorfinn agreeing to have a duel over Askeladd, so we're going to see how that plays out, especially because Thorfinn is not going to let anyone just take Askeladd because he has sworn that he is going to kill him to get revenge for his father. We don't quite know what has happened to Canute. The last we left off, Canute was in the cart that had been overturned and Bjorn was eating the mushroom. So maybe we'll flash back to that and see what's ongoing. I think Canute is going to get shaken out of his mourning period and has to stand up for himself and assert some authority, which will be a good learning experience for him. But I'm not going to speak for much longer. We're going to get straight into it, and I am looking forward to seeing how this duel plays out. Ooh. Okay, so we launched straight in. God damn. Thorkill is strong and large, but Thorfinn is small and quick to dodge. It's like brute strength versus speed and stamina. He's like, I like this. His friend! Oh my god, are they finally gonna have a conversation? He didn't tell you. He's still speaking about him in the present tense. Of course he does. You're gonna have to fight me. I really enjoy Thorkill. Eh? Ooh! Go Thorkill. Nobody mocks Thorfinn in front of him. I have no doubt that Thors was stronger than Thorkill, but still, the idea. I would have loved to have seen a showdown between Thorkill and Thors. That would have been so cool. Oh, Bjorn's on a rampage. Which we knew was going to happen, but still. Come on, Canute. You need to get up. Where's the priest? Oh, Ragnar. No. Oh, sweet baby. He's gone. No, because he didn't get to say goodbye before he died, so he has to do it in the afterlife. He'll not. He'll always be with you. You can survive. You have to find a way to. But it's because of you that he's so kind and benevolent. It's probably the happiest he ever felt. Oh. I'm gonna cry. Oh, Canute. I'm glad that they got to have this moment at least. Even though it's a dream, but still. Time to be a benevolent king, a kind king, a wise king, because I believe Canute can be exactly that. He'd make Ragnar proud. Time has come for him to no longer be a child, essentially, but to be a man. Bjorn is fucking insane. Ooh.
あの者たちは殿下を得ようと争っているのです。
神父であろうそなた、争いを止めぬのか。
止めようがありますか。死にたい者は死なせてやればよいのです。
I think if he tried to stop them, he'd probably die himself.
夢を見た。ラグナルの
I love that they're having this really calm
別れを告げられた。
conversation
死
between
んで
one
まで
another.
律儀な男だ。
And there's Bjorn in the background, like swinging men around like a yo-yo.
ラグナル殿のあなたへの思いは愛ですか。彼はあなたの安全のために62人の善良な村人を見殺しにした。愛とは何ですか。
Selfless. But love is also loving your enemies and being merciful to them.
俺見てくるわ。なあ、俺も。おいおい、
Imagine being over here instead of watching this.
やられっぱなしじゃねえか。あんな小僧に。いいぞトルフィン。
He's loving it
お
though.
前にかなうやつは俺の手下に5人といないだろう。
手足の剣を狙うのは有効だ。ロンドンでは急所狙いで踏み込んで痛い目を見た。とどめは奴の動きを止めてからだ。
Oh, I don't want him to die at Thorfinn's hands. I hope he doesn't die.
戦士として完成するには何かが足りない。
ならそいつ相手にコテンパンのてめえは何なんだよ。
そうさ。
Is it because he's going easy on him? Or easy-ish?
前からならそれを学べると思ってたんだが、本当の戦士ってなんだ。
Oh no.
愛とは何か。
It's to love your enemy.
ラグナルは私を愛していなかったというのか。
True warrior doesn't aim to harm anyone, but to love and embrace everyone.
ラグナルに
To
愛
be
がないのなら
selfless.
正しく愛を体現できる者はどこにいるのだ。
Oh, Bjorn. Interesting.
彼は死んで、
Oh,
どんな
okay.
聖者よりも美しくなっ
I thought he was talking about Bjorn for a
た。愛
second.
そのものと言っていい。彼はもはや憎むことも奪うこともしません。その肉を獣や虫に惜しみなく与えるでしょう。死は人間を完成させるのです。
Affects a person. Interesting. Poor Thorfinn, that's really got to him.
くそ。
わからんか。
No.
まあ気にすんなよ。そんなには期待してなかった。
姑息な手よ。
愛の本質が死だというのか。
It's to give back selflessly.
はい。
ならば親が子を、夫婦が互いを、ラグナルが私を大切に思う気持ちは一体何だ。
差別です。
Okay. Because it's easier to love someone that you feel connection with than it is to love someone that you don't know.
おそらく彼自身の命よりも
That he would give the lives of others to protect you.
彼のあなたに対する心弱い思い
Because he was willing to sacrifice others for your life. He didn't value the lives of others if it meant keeping you alive. But there's different forms of love.
あれ
I don't want Thorkill to die. The music is so good.
この雪が愛なのだな。あの空が、あの太陽が、吹きゆく風が。
They all give selflessly, without discrimination. They all give back to the people around them.
神の御業がこんなにも美しいというのに、人間の心には愛がないのか。
The apple of knowledge, sin.
私たちがこのような生き物になってしまったのは、遠い祖先が神に背き、私たちは楽園から追放されたのです。
Destined to try and find paradise once more. Whoa! That was insane. Where'd he go?
足のバネで衝撃を殺したか。
Is he in the tree? No, he's in the air. Picked him so high. What the fuck? Askeladd is worried, like genuinely concerned. I don't think because he's at 4 kills mercy, but I think about Thorfinn. He doesn't even feel it, damn. Oh, he can't distinguish friend from
決
foe.
着がついたようですね。殿下、お逃げになった方が良いでしょう。
He's not gonna run.
誰もが等しく愛することを知らぬのであろうが、
Is this gonna be his defining mission?
死の意味を知らず、
To teach the world how to love.
もういい。もううんざりだ。
Oh, damn. That is a scary sight.
地を得て代わりに失ったもの、最も大切なもの、そしてそれは生ある限り私たちの手には入ら
You
ぬ。
could say that in sacrificing paradise for wisdom, we also lost our humanity in the process.
それでも追い求めよというのか。天の父よ。
Oh. He's going to fight him, but not with hands or fists. He's going to stare him down. He's going to show him love.
最も愛より尊きもの、楽園を追われし者よ。
He's going to show him mercy and kindness in a way that other men don't.
我々の生は試され耐え続けるためにのみあるというのか。あなたの与える試練ではこの者の魂は救えぬ。 父よ、
What a selfless act of
もはやあなたの
love.
救いは求める。あなたが与えてくれぬなら、我々の手でこの地上に
He will create it
再びの
himself.
楽園を。
王子。
He's probably like, why the fuck am I being hugged? Like, what's going on?
やめんかバカ者。
Bjorn!
これ以上無益な争いをするな。
無益。
深手玉、大丈夫か。
Oh no, Bjorn!
この者の手当てをしておけ。私は散った馬を捕まえる。
My god, look at Canute go!
殿
This is
下、
his wake up call.
私は奇跡を見ました。
黙って手当てにかかれ。
He's in charge here, not you.
元よりトルケルのところへ行くつもりだ。連中にそりを借りねば、その怪我人は運べぬ。
He's not going to run away. He's not going to be a coward. He's going to be the king that people want, what people need.
こんな戦いに意味などない。
Oh my god, I
だ
love
からも
him.
う死ぬな。
Canute
戦士たちよ、私の
What
家
an
臣には
icon.
戦わねばならぬ時と相手を教えてやろう。そなたたちの戦いに生と死に
So you
意味を
don't
与
die
えてやろう。
meaninglessly, selfishlessly.
それが王の務めだ。
Oh my goodness! Canute has had his enlightenment. He is stepping forth into becoming the king that he needs to be, which is a king that gives people what they need, not what they want. He is going to be an absolute joy to watch over the next coming episodes, for sure. I love that we're beginning to see him become more authoritative, where he's forming this idea that they need to create their own paradise. If God is refusing to give them salvation, refuses to give them what they need, then he is going to create a kingdom in which he can grant some form of peace, some form of selfless love, where your life isn't given away meaninglessly. He is going to be the selfless ruler. He is going to put everyone else before himself. He's not going to discriminate. He's not going to form attachments that make him devalue other people's lives as lesser than those he cares for. He is going to ensure that he can be a warrior that never needs to draw blood, especially the way in which he like touches Bjorn's face gently and brings him into an embrace. That is a selfless act. It is an act of mercy, an act of acceptance. He met him head on, knowing that it could result in the loss of his life. And humanity is essentially, in this perspective of Christianity, being punished for obtaining wisdom, going against God's command. But at the same time, you could then argue that in gaining wisdom, we lost our humanity because we became more susceptible to sin, more susceptible to corruption. But yeah, I love that we did get to see the goodbye between Ragnar and Canute accepting that he doesn't want to be a prince, but he can't run away from that forever. He has to step into this role. He has to be what the people need. Even if he doesn't want this role, he has no other choice. He has to accept it. And he's willing to make that sacrifice of being someone else, of running away, of having a different life, and put all those dreams and wants behind him to step into this new role as the prince that people can follow, as someone that they can believe in, and ensure that people give their lives with meaning and purpose, and that they don't fight unnecessary battles, that nothing is just futile violence. They only fight when they need to fight. He is very much an embodiment of Thor's philosophy, and I feel like it's going to be really good for Thorfinn to kind of learn from him, because it's a very interesting concept that you don't need a sword to be a warrior. You don't need a weapon or to draw blood. There is other ways to be strong in this world, and Canute is showing that through acts of selfless love, through being what the people need, through commanding others and gaining their respect. He is a different type of warrior. I cannot wait to see more of him. I didn't expect Thorkill to kick Thorfinn so high. I thought maybe he'd like been kicked into a tree. I didn't realize he was still like up in the air when that was ongoing, but that was quite amusing. And this whole conversation about the only true way to be selfless in this world is to give back to the earth, is to weather the storms without complaint, to give your body back to Mother Nature, to selflessly be of use to others, because in death you are truly free, but also you aren't imposing your own will or selfish desires on others. You are selflessly giving back without expectation of receiving anything in return, because you are already dead. And likewise, nature functions in a similar way. It is selfless love because it doesn't discriminate. The sun shines for everyone equally. The rain hits everyone equally. The mountains stand to be glorified for their beauty by everyone. The earth that they walk is shared by everyone. It doesn't discriminate, it doesn't distinguish. And again, ties back to Thor's idea of that you have no enemies, because everyone is created equally. But not just that, enemies are who we create in our own mind. We create a reason to oppose someone, whereas if we love everyone the same as we love ourselves, then we wouldn't have an enemy. We wouldn't see them as the enemy. So it's a self-imposed creation, and that's what he was trying to drive home to Thorfinn, is that you don't inherently have an enemy. An enemy is what you create in your mind. And if you value your life and the lives of others, you will never want to shed blood again. You will never want to harm someone to the extent that you cause the loss of their life. That focusing on hatred is a waste of time. It only brings further destruction, death, misery, and sadness. That you need to focus on your life and loving others and finding a way to move forward without resorting to hatred without resorting to revenge. And it's just something that's not clicking in Thorfinn's head just yet, because again, he's still very young, he's still very angry. I think eventually it will click, but it just will take some time. I think Canute may help Thorfinn sort of further come to the realization of what his father's philosophy was. And I mean, we could see it there, that reminder of Thorkill saying, well, what is a warrior? That kind of struck a chord with him. I think made him realize that he didn't fully understand what his father was saying, but he knows that this isn't the path his father would want him to go down. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this react, please consider liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment below to help boost this video into the algorithm. And until next episode, bye!